Nscc is a pioneer in the Gulf region. With over 40 years of construction experience, they have established themselves as leaders in specialized design and build foundation engineering works.
662.58.6, 645.79, 626.9, 65119, 452.7, 662.7, 925.6, 458.6, 925.8, 458.6, 925.8.
We at Nscc are wired 24/7, starting from me down. Foundation engineering is different than any other business that one can actually get into because it's a passion. We eat, breathe the company, its values, what it stands for. The way we do business is very simple. We deliver on time, every time, and our next challenge is to deliver before time, every time.
The sun is up and shining. Can you change this one? Printed A3. Production last week. This is the largest project in terms of foundation engineering in the UAE currently. It consists of about 6,500 piles. In terms of magnitude, it's worth about 180 kilometers of drilling, linear meter. This is about 1.5 times the distance between here and Abu Dhabi and Dubai. We've got 11 of the highest quality drilling rigs on site, an average muscle force of about 30 ton-meter per rig. We have also a minimum of 15 cranes on site, and some reach up to 80 ton. We have 8 steel caging fabrication machines. We have a full-fledged team of technical engineers, site engineers, quality and safety, full support of plant, operations, design, back office support, and they are all combined together for one purpose: to meet the scope and timeline and the contract specification. We rely on a very specialized, experienced team that we have had in the company for years. Make sure that we have enough liquids and ice on site and shaded area. And if anybody... The foundation industry is the specialized field of expertise, and we rely on equipment and resources, as in staff. The process starts when we receive a set of drawings from the engineer consisting of a pile layout and loads. These drawings are sent to the design department, who generate a pile design.
To design the piles, we are given load cases. The load cases include the weight of the structure itself, live load, the weight of people, equipment, wind load, and seismic loads. To design the pile, we calculate the loads on the group of piles. These piles will take the load, transfer it to the rock down there.
The process of constructing piles begins with driving a temporary steel casing into the ground by means of a vibratory hammer suspended from a handling crane. The casing reaches its penetration limit once it reaches the bedrock level. The piling rig then drills a hole inside the casing by means of drilling tools designed and built by Nscc's in-house fabrication facility. Once the design depth is reached, the shaft is cleaned of soil sediment by means of a cleaning bucket. A steel reinforcement cage is then carefully lowered through the center of the shaft. Thereafter, concrete is placed through a tremie pipe until fresh concrete overflows from the top of the casing. The pile construction process is complete once the temporary casing is extracted. In pile locations with known cavities that were confirmed through a probing process, Nscc installs permanent casings that intercept those cavities, thus limiting concrete wastage to a minimum.
We have to also demonstrate that we've got the right methodology and thought process to actually probe the areas on site and prove to the client that we've got what it takes to actually find the cavities in the ground, and we've got what it takes to actually treat the cavities.
Once the layout is approved, the first thing that we need to do is commence probing. Probing is to basically try to identify the location of the cavities. Once the probing is completed, a set of information is relayed back to the office in order to analyze the data that has been extracted from site.
And we need to discuss how that affects our construction team and also our design of piles. Now, we could be constructing a pile very close to that cavity.
Based on that, we make a recommendation to install a permanent casing for it. The reason for installing permanent casing is to contain the concrete so as not to get a lot of wastage beyond the casing circumference.
Hussein, I have to get concrete now from Yas Island.
Khalid, now.
Now, okay?
Tests on working piles are carried out using the top-down method, where a vertical load is applied by hydraulic test jacks, acting against a heavy test frame. Working piles are tested up to 1.5 times their designed workload. Settlement readings are taken at predefined intervals and recorded on-site for analysis of pile behavior.
When you truly believe that you are the best, it never ends. Because you're the best for a period of about a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or a year. But if you can never continue to challenge yourself on a 24-hour basis, and you always raise the bar, you will lose your strength, you will lose your position.
That was excellent production last week. Yeah, I think if at this rate we'll be safe grounds. Excellent.
We've got a plant department that is probably the best at the moment in the world. We're proud of it. We thrive on operational excellence. We do deliver on time every time. The pride that you have flying in and out of Abu Dhabi airport and seeing your rigs drilling on a 24-hour basis is in itself gives you so much satisfaction. We're very proud of it.